One of our winners here today is a company called Indiegogo. I don't know if the woman from Indiegogo is here. So Indiegogo does something called crowdfunding. This is a really interesting idea. So there's a site called Kickstarter, Indiegogo, and what people do is they list their business or their project on the site. Now you're not going to be able to get $100,000, although some people do. But if you want to raise $10,000 or $15,000 or $20,000, these crowdfunding sites are really great. So you list your project and you say what it is and why you need money. And instead of saying you're going to repay the person, you're going to give them some business benefit in return. It's almost like a grant. So I was told the story of a movie company. Okay, we got 5 minutes. The movie company was going to add, is a distribution company. So if you get your film for independent films on this website, then you're going to have a big option to have people see your movies. So he went out to all the independent filmmakers and said, send me $100 and I will, in return, put your film on my website. So he got 100 of them to send him $100 each, right? They all got on his website. He raised $10,000 and he didn't have to pay it back. So that's called crowdfunding. Or maybe you have a sandwich shop and you want to name a sandwich after somebody who gives you $500, something like that. There's a lot of microfinance available now. There are a lot of business planning competitions where you can win $100,000 or business competitions, factoring. So there's lots of different ways. I mean, if I had my book, I could give you one, but it's called Get Your Business Funded. It'll be out in June. So let's go here and then there. Yes, sir.
I have a toy design manufacturing business. And
Can you say it again?
I have a toy design and manufacturing business, and a lot of the products we deal with are, intellectual property issues come up instantly in business conversations, especially internationally. I've always been reticent to send anything out because it's filed with the PTO and it's going to sit there for a couple of years before anything happens.
Right.
So it's really got in the way of me doing any international business because it's a prerequisite to talk to somebody. They want to see the intellectual property.
Yes.
Basically, it's dead in the water when the conversation starts.
So is it patent pending right now?
Yeah, we're always patent pending or filing for patents, but you're not granted the patent for up to 2-3 years.
Right.
You could expedite it if you want. But,
right.
So that's always an issue I have. It's going to continue.
So I mean, you got to be careful, right? I would say two things. I mean, if you have them sign an NDA, a non-disclosure agreement, and if you can have some outline of what you're doing that doesn't share actually, your secret sauce. I think that would be that's what I would do if I were you. So you sell the benefits and why it's great, and you keep the good stuff for yourself. That they would have to know to.
In a case like that, couldn't you also use technology? I mean, think about Adobe and PDF. So I work for American Airlines. We do a lot of contracts. The big thing was we didn't want people to kind of share the contracts. So now we basically have contracts that can only be viewed one time on one computer, and it immediately goes black. You can't print it, you can't share it. So there's technology solutions.
That's a great idea.
Really offer you the protect, and it's reasonably priced, really.
So if you guys could talk afterwards, maybe, and answer a couple more questions. Yes.
Actually, it was back to my question.
Yeah.
Can you speak to the challenges in the process of getting an international patent?
So I'm not a patent lawyer. I mean, getting a patent generally it's just another part of your patent application, and it's an expensive. It's really expensive and it's a time-consuming process. You can spend $2,500 and you can spend $50,000. I don't know how much You can spend a lot of money on both legal fees and mostly legal fees, and the patent application process. I don't know the answer to that question. Sorry. Well, I had one over here. You and then in the back.
Here, cultural thing. I've been doing it for many years, and I have 2 rules that I'd like to share with you.
Please.
You find what you look for, and you get what you give.
You find what you look for. What do you mean by that?
If you look for the good, you'll find the
Oh.
good there. If you look for the bad, you'll find the bad. If you're kind and respectful, you'll get
That's
kindness
for
and
sure.
respect back.
Right.
Those 2 rules are my rules as I travel around.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
I was just going to say about the patent, for anybody who is getting a patent, if you get a U.S. patent, you only have either, depending on the kind of patent it is, you only have 6 months to a year to get an international patent.
Thank you.
Because we have a patent, but we have had it for quite a while, and we cannot get it anywhere else. So
Okay.
Be careful when, if you want an international patent, get it, you know, be ready to get that right after you get your regular patent.
Got room for one more? Yeah.
I just wanted to mention, if people are looking for suppliers overseas, and if you design your own product, I'm a rug designer, and there's always that fear of sending your patterns overseas and then seeing them, you know, at TJ Maxx in 6 months. And I think it's really important to get references from manufacturers, find out the names of other Americans that they've done business with, and talk to those people and find out if they respected their privacy before you make a
That's right.
decision.
Let me add one more thing is, also, we think everyone wants to steal our idea, but mostly, everyone's so busy doing their own thing that they don't have a lot of time and effort and energy. They're not as inspired by our own ideas as we are, usually. And I find that, you know, of course there are bad guys who steal stuff out there, but a lot of times, they're, okay, thanks for sharing, you know. I had one more over here.
Yes, I own private schools for autistic children,
Mm-hmm.
and the quintessential international business attitude was very helpful. But different countries look upon special needs children differently.
Right. Oh.
Any resources or any direction in how to source the philosophy of how they address special needs?
Well, that's a really interesting question. I would say, you know, I would go to the education areas in that country, you know, the departments of education or school resources, and yeah. So I'm going to be around if you guys want to ask me questions after. We're going to be on the plane all together tomorrow, and you know, happy to keep talking. So thank you so much. This is really fun.